Hello, my people. Welcome to another edition of The Widow's World. Please like, share, click, and subscribe. God bless you. Many of us growing up, I'm sure we've seen women that are widows. If not our mothers, maybe our aunties, our relatives, you know, somehow growing up. I'm sure that a lot of us have seen women that are widows. And we were able to see the kind of life that they lived because usually, except in very rare cases, widows are usually sidelined in families. Why? Because their husband is no longer there and they are now dependent on other members of the family, especially if the woman is one that does not work. You understand what I'm saying? And they are now dependent on the family. Once you see her and you see her children, nobody's going to tell you that this one is different. She's the one that does the menial jobs in the house and all that and all that. If you have to go to farm, she goes to the farm to harvest, to cook, to do all kind of things. And most times, the widows that we are talking about then, they take it all. They take it all. And their prayer is that, oh God, one day I am going to come out of this. They are so patient about it. But I don't think that still happens these days. I don't think so. If it's still happening, I don't know. But I know that even at that, even when most widows somehow seemingly are independent, yet there is still lack, there is still want, there is still suffering in most widows' houses. And that is why, as a widow, you need to stand up and work. Yes, you need to stand up and work. You need to stand up and work. You don't need to depend on anybody. Because if you depend on your brother-in-law, you depend on your sister-in-law, you depend on anybody, you are going to have the crumbs. Yes, that is what will be given to you and your children. And you will not have any choice. You will not have any choice. That is why, as a widow, you've got to stand up and work. No matter how little, do a business. No matter, even if it's with 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, let it be that you can put something on the table. Let it be that you are responsible to your children. Let it be that your children will not carry plates, cap in hand, going to your neighbor, going to anybody to go and look for food. At least basically, the basic needs of a child. Make sure you are able to provide for that child. Yes, that is your responsibility as a widow. And that is why we say that widows are strong women. They are not strong women because they've won a WWF title somewhere. No, because the Bible tells us that it is in our weakness that we are strong. In all those her weaknesses, in those things that she tolerates, she takes from you, in all the maltreatments, in all the struggles, you still see her. She's there. She's enduring. She's praying. She's hopeful that one day it's going to be all right. That is the strength of a widow. Are you a widow? Keep on moving. Keep on moving. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel. God bless you.